It's floppy. You don't want a floppy avocado crisp. It's not a good thing. Hi everyone, and welcome back to my channel. I'm Jen and this is my channel. So today it is very cold outside and I figured it was a good day to have the oven on, as well as I have a couple of avocados that I need to use up before they go bad. And I found a recipe I saw it on Facebook actually, and it was keto friendly. They say it's keto friendly. I'm not a strict keto person, so I can't vouch for if it is strictly keto or not, but it is low calorie, low carb, and an alternative to just plain avocado. It's something I think would be good on a salad, and they're called avocado crisps. So, like I said, it's cold outside. It's a good day to have the oven on. I've never made these before. It is like minus 25 wind chills and like 0 degrees outside. So it will be a nice way to warm up my kitchen and my apartment, as well as try something new, and we'll see how it turns out. So stick around and we will see how it turns out. Okay, we're going to start with 2 medium-sized avocados. You can use 1 large if you'd like, but I had some that I needed to use up, so I'm using 2 medium. You're just going to scoop them out of their shells and then mash them up in a bowl. Alright, now that we have our avocado all mashed up in our bowl, we're going to add 1/2 teaspoon of Italian seasoning, 1/2 teaspoon of garlic powder, 3/4 of a cup of Parmesan cheese. The recipe calls for freshly grated. I did not have freshly grated or fresh Parmesan, so I used what was in the jar that you get from the supermarket. And you, like I said, you'll use 3/4 of a cup of that, as well as salt and pepper to taste. I didn't put any pepper in it, but you can add pepper if you'd like. Alright, now that we have the avocado and the spices all mixed up, we're going to drop them by heaping teaspoonfuls onto a parchment paper lined baking sheet. And you'll want to remember to leave them at least 3 inches apart. I did not leave them 3 inches apart, but you'll want to leave enough room so when you flatten them out, they're not all crunched up together and they have enough room on the baking sheet. I put 12 on this baking sheet, but I think in retrospect I would only put probably about 6 to 8 on the baking sheet. Alright, now that we have them all spooned out, you're going to take your 1/4 cup measuring cup, spray it with a little bit of olive oil. You'll see I'm using my new miso sprayer, and you'll just want to flatten these out nice and flat. You want to make sure you get them as flat as you can, because if you leave them too thick, they will stay moist in the middle and they won't get crispy. You'll see I switched to a teaspoon here because the recipe says you can either use the back of a measuring cup or a teaspoon. I found that the measuring cup works better because it flattens them a little bit better. There's a few of them that I did not get flattened very well and they stayed moist and they got like floppy and they were too thick, so they just didn't get crispy. But you want to make sure that you get them nice and flat. After you flatten them all, you're going to put them in a 325-degree oven for approximately 20 to 25 minutes. And here they are, fresh out of the oven, nice and crispy. There you go, nice and crispy around the edges. So I'm just going to finish baking these off and then I will come back and we will try them. As you can see here, when I put less on a cookie sheet and got them flatter, they turned out much better than when I crammed them all onto the cookie sheet. So you want to make sure you leave enough room and don't overcrowd them. Alright, you do want to let these cool completely before you try them. So here they are. They're cooled. They smell pretty good. I've not tried them yet. One thing I will tell you is when you do try them, if you do try them, I broke one because you want to make sure that you get them flat enough to get crisp, because if you don't spread them out enough, they'll stay moist inside, and nobody wants a floppy avocado crisp. I mean, I don't want a floppy avocado crisp. But you'll see the ones that I did spread out thin enough, these turned out a lot better and they are crispy. Now, the original recipe called for 1 large avocado. I used 2 medium avocados simply because I didn't have a large one and because I needed to use them up. So my recipe came out to, it made 18 crisps and it's 40 calories per crisp, as well as 2 grams of carbs per crisp. Now you could always cut these down and make them smaller, make more, and that would cut the calories and the carbs in half if you wanted to. But I think these would be really good on a salad. I know avocado is delicious on a salad, so this would be a good alternative to get something crispy in with your salad. So instead of croutons, like I said, I also did use the already grated shaker Parmesan cheese because I didn't have fresh Parmesan to grate. So I was going to try mozzarella, but I know mozzarella is a totally different kind of cheese than Parmesan, so I didn't want to ruin it by that. So let's see how these taste. They have a really pretty consistency, nice and golden around the edges. Definitely very good. I think there could have been a little bit more salt, but salt is not really good for you, so it's not really missing anything. This would be really good in a salad or just as a snack plain. Alright, there they are. I hope you try them, and if you do try them, I hope you like them. Let me know what you think of them, and give me a thumbs up, subscribe if you're not already, and leave a comment below. Bye everyone. Boop.